Hey, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to help you prep and get ready for meal planning for the 4-week gut protocol. Okay, so first of all, I want to be completely honest with you. I want to take away all the expectations that you have to have everything perfect. Okay, especially the first week or two. I felt like I was kind of like fumbling and getting some things right and not getting other things right, but nothing was perfect for me, especially the first week. Also, typically I like to have a meal plan 1 week ahead of time. And I like to, like, I'm used to that. Like 1 week ahead of time, I know everything that we're having. And I just want to let you know what helped me the most was to take that pressure off. And I went ahead and planned for my family because I'm like, okay, I can do this for them. And then I kind of had to wing it and figure it out for me. And I want to have everything planned kind of person. I want to have that kind of control. And I had to let go of the control and I had to allow myself to be a complete beginner and not an expert at all in this category. So I just want you to take that pressure off and just be like, whew, okay. So if I feel like a little bit of a hot mess, that's normal. Okay. First of all, I want you to just know that. And so what really worked for me, and I'm going to take you into the kitchen here in a second. What really worked for me was I actually just planned day one, like 2 days before. I was like, okay, I just need to have everything for day one. And so for day one, I just decided what I wanted to eat on day one. What am I going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What snacks am I going to have? Based on my calorie bracket meal plan, I followed meal plan B. Okay, so I'm going to have this many, I'm going to have 6 vegetables. I'm going to have 2 fruits. I'm going to have 2 protein A's, 2 protein B's. I'm going to have 2 carb A's, 1 carb B, or vice versa. Like that, I knew that. Okay. So then I just mapped it out for that first day. Cause I was like, okay, where's all this fitting? And I'm like, all right, okay. Now I'm going to look at the veggies list and I'm going to pick the veggies that I want to have prepped for tomorrow. And so I cooked up some stir fry veggies. I steamed some broccoli. And I think I had some I washed and chopped my romaine lettuce and some of my raw veggies to have salad. Even though she says not to have raw veggies in week 1, I had to be like, I just got to do this. Okay. All right. And so I just was like, okay, this is what I'm going to have tomorrow for my veggies. I did not have and I ate the same things. Okay. I ate multiple things. And then I'm like, all right, what am I going to have for my protein? All right. I'm going to make up some ground turkey. I'm going to make that in the skillet. I'm also going to have eggs and turkey bacon. I'm going to have my Shakeology as one. And then I'm also going to have black beans or quinoa as one. And so I just kind of picked, what do I like from those lists? I'm going to make that. Okay. And so I made that and I mapped it all out. For my healthy fat, what are you going to have? Oh, let's make some guacamole or have some avocado, right? Have hummus, right? With vegetables or something like that. So I made the day one. And then on day one, I was like, all right, okay, what worked? What didn't work? What do I want to prep today to have for day 2? So I did wing it for the first 2 days. Then I was able to plan a little bit more in advance. So I want to be super honest with you on that. And it seems like that's what worked best for a lot of the women in the crew. Okay. In the first round. And so I was for a while until I figured it out, until I jumped in. Like, this is about messy action. I wasn't necessarily eating the same thing as my family for dinner, which is it is not ideal. And I know that, but I didn't know how to do it yet. And I didn't know how it was going to work yet. So let me walk you into my kitchen as I'm talking. So my number one recommendation for meal prep is doing, and Autumn kind of, I think, talked about this, is this buffet style meal prep. Okay. So buffet style meal prep. So that means that we are cooking a lot of different things. Like, let me show you some of the things in my fridge and freezer. Okay. All right. So I'm almost out. I cooked sweet potatoes. So I cooked 3 sweet potatoes in the oven. I Googled how to do it. Okay. And these are cooked and in my fridge. So I can just grab those for one of my carbs. Okay. I made the energy bites. That's one of the recipes ready in my fridge. Okay. This is Fixate turkey chorizo. So this is ground turkey, but it's seasoned and it tastes like chorizo and it's delicious and it's on plan. So I make this every week. I have a batch of this in my fridge. Okay. So, and this is one of my proteins and I throw it on a bunch of veggies. What else do I have? Oh, okay. Roasted Brussels sprouts, throw it in a bowl, top it with veggies, top it with a carb. Basically I eat everything in a bowl. I throw it in a bowl. I add to it what it needs. Does it need sunflower seeds? Does it need avocado? Does it need, I use salsa. Oh my gosh, add salsa to your list. You can use jarred salsa. Okay. Jarred salsa. This counts as a fruit. And I don't use the full cup. I use like a half or less. So it's either a half of a fruit or something like that. I buy prepared guacamole. Okay. What else? Okay. We're eating 3 fermented foods a week. I bought this sauerkraut. I haven't opened it yet because I'm scared of it, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. This is so good. Where is it? Oh, this. Okay. This counts as a fermented food. This brand, Kalina, plain and simple, plant-based, dairy-free. This is cultured coconut yogurt. This counts as a fermented food in one of your blues, and it's delicious, mixed in with fresh fruit, a little bit of maple syrup, and cinnamon. It's so good. It tastes like dessert. Okay, you want this. It's kind of pricey, but it's so worth it. I buy 1 for each week. Okay, this cultured coconut yogurt. You have to read the nutrition facts. Make sure it's 0 added sugar. Okay, 0 added sugar. Love unsweetened applesauce. What else we got? Oh, this is chickpea pasta. It's good. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, what else? Green beans. Just cook these. Okay, I'll show you all of the secrets here. Okay. Oh, this is my favorite, you guys. Roasted butternut squash. Oh my gosh, I will tell you about this because I just came up with this recipe myself. So buy 2 bags of frozen organic butternut squash already cubed. So you're not buying a whole squash. Okay, I'm bending down too much. You're not buying a whole squash. You're getting frozen bags and you put them in a bowl and you put maybe like 2 teaspoons of olive oil and kind of like stir it up so the olive oil is coating all the butternut squash. Then I don't measure anything. I'm kind of a recipe rebel. I don't measure a lot of things. Then I sprinkle with cinnamon generously. I sprinkle with chili powder generously, Himalayan salt, and black pepper. And I roast it in the oven, 425. Usually takes, I start at 30 minutes, see where it's at. It usually takes about 45 to 50 minutes. This is so freaking delicious. I love it. I love it. It's almost like dessert. Okay. You're going to be surprised how much you like. Okay. So like, see, I've got all these things. Okay. Like prepped, like all these foods, proteins and things like that. And I'm out of a few things right now. I need to do a little bit more, but we've got all these, this is our buffet and we just grab a bowl, throw it in, microwave it. And that's how I've been doing this. And I actually really, really love it. So I started out just by looking at the food list. What do I like? What do I want to try? What can I do here? Okay. And I started just kind of filling my fridge with these different foods. And then I throw them all together. Now I have done some of the recipes. Now here are the recipes that I've really enjoyed. Okay. So we have made the Fixate marinara sauce, which is delicious. In the Fixate cookbook, it's called Grandma's tomato sauce, but on Fixate, it's called homemade marinara sauce. Make that and then mix it with ground turkey. And you've got like turkey, meat sauce. Okay. And you put it with your pasta and your kids can eat that too. Your children, your family can eat the chickpea pasta. You do not have to make a separate pasta because it's good. Okay. So those are things that we can all eat. The chicken piccata recipe that's part of 4-week gut protocol is very good. My family liked that. What else have we done? We've grilled burgers because you can have ground beef. We've grilled burgers and had that. I can eat that. I don't eat it with a bun. What else? pork tenderloins, everybody can eat. Oh, I made chicken noodle soup in the crock pot, use chickpea pasta. Okay. And I actually just made the pasta on the side because I didn't know how it was going to do in the crock pot. So I made the pasta on the side, made the soup in the crock pot, and we just dipped it onto the pasta. Delicious. So you can do a chicken noodle soup that everybody can eat. So I'm trying to see what else we've done. Yeah, I mean, those are some ideas for you, right? Okay, what else do you need? Kombucha. Kombucha is so good. This is a brand I highly recommend, Synergy. I got this at Whole Foods. This is I love this flavor, Strawberry Serenity. Now, what you need to do is, again, read labels. This is what we're going to be doing, reading labels. This has 0 grams of added sugar. That's what you want, 0 grams of added sugar, but this is one of your fermented foods. This is one of your fermented foods, and so is the sauerkraut. I'm still trying to get, I'm at 4 weeks in, I'm still trying to get the nerve to have sauerkraut. Unsweetened coconut milk is your friend. I put that in my shake. What else? Not the chocolate sauce. Okay. Peanut butter. Yum. You can have nut butters. All kinds of good stuff. My veggie drawer is full. Make it easy. Make it easy. Just get things already prepared. Just get things prepared. You can add a full cup of spinach into your shake. You will not taste it, and it's amazing. Okay, so good. Okay, here's the kicker, is the freezer. Okay, it's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. Okay, veggies galore. You guys, I basically mostly all the time use frozen veggies. Less waste, easier, faster, so easy to cook. Okay. So one of our goals is to get in 30 different plants a week, and you have that resource page. This is all falling out. You have the resource page. So buy blends of vegetables so you can get in more. I'm not likely to just eat mushrooms, but I'll eat them in a blend. So this is a organic stir fry blend. I get everything from Whole Foods. I order it on Amazon and go pick it up at the store, and it's already done. Okay. Green beans. What else did I get? Oh, this one's fun. California style blend. It's so much cheaper to buy frozen vegetables. Okay. Also, this is going to blow your mind. Okay. My berries. So much cheaper, lasts longer, never goes bad. Frozen berries. Use a cup of frozen berries in your Shakeology instead of ice. You can also microwave and cook these down. I even have people cook them in the air fryer with like cinnamon, and it's like dessert. So I'm using frozen veggies galore. Favorite. Frozen organic whole grain brown rice. You know what you do? You pour whatever you want into a microwave safe bowl and microwave it. Like you can make your rice in like 5 minutes. Cool. You can do the same with cauliflower rice, which is a vegetable. You can probably do this with quinoa. I haven't bought quinoa. Okay. Oh, this is the best thing. Okay. In my pantry, I love crackers, but crackers don't fit. This is a treat. Like, don't go hog wild. If you have a trigger to chips and you can't stop, don't buy these. Plantain chips. Plantains are on plan. So here's how I know these are okay, because when you look at the ingredients, it just says plantains, coconut oil, and Himalayan salt. That's it. Those are all approved. So if you need a salty crunch, these are so good. Okay. Sunflower seeds. So good. This. Okay. Gluten-free rolled oats. Bob's Red Mill, Amazon, or Whole Foods. These are so good. And it actually, I had this like, so they're not quick oats, they're rolled oats. You can make them in the stove, you can make them in the microwave, but every time I make them in the microwave, they kind of explode. These are so good. And you can make the overnight oats recipe that's in part of 4-week protocol recipe list. So good. Have you noticed I've said so good like 45 times? Drink kombucha every time I say so good. So anyway, these need to be on your list. They're so good. Drink. Okay. Last thing. Not those. This is an amazing way to season your food. This is like a soy sauce. So good drink to put on vegetables and rice. Coconut aminos. Coconut aminos are totally fine for you to use. They're approved and they add a salty sweetiness and it's very yummy. Coconut aminos. I pour it like when I make a bowl of veggies or in rice or quinoa or beans or anything like that. I'm going to drizzle coconut aminos on them. It's good on your salad too. I haven't made any of the salad dressings. What I've been doing is just doing oil and red wine vinegar, and that's been really good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that you need to know about. I think that's it, but I hope that helps. So I told you what's been working for me for meal planning. I told you what works buffet style prepping, and I gave you lots of ideas of what's in my fridge. Okay. And I highly recommend that you get vegetables that are easy to cook, like frozen, or my Brussels sprouts. I got them in a bag and they were already shaved, right? So look for easy ways to get your veggies prepared and fast. This doesn't have to be complicated at all. The main things you'll be cooking will be in the microwave, roasting things in the oven, cooking things on the stove, but do it in big batches so you can just put it together in a bowl for your lunches, for your dinners, for your snacks. Consider making the overnight oats and do 3 or 4 at a time, putting them in your fridge. It's so easy for breakfast in the morning with your Shakeology. That's one of my favorite breakfasts, is to have Shakeology with oats. And I either make my oats up in a batch, I batch cook those too, and put them in a bowl, put peanut butter, warm it up in the microwave, then cook down my frozen blueberries, pour it on top. It's delicious. So all these foods are so delicious. You're going to do great. Okay. So it's time to start meal planning. It's time to start prepping. It's time to start grocery shopping. Now is the time to use our thread like none before, to share ideas, to ask questions, to show what you're up to and what you're doing. You've totally got this. Remember, last thing I'm going to tell you is that, so back to my folder that I've shared with you multiple times. See, last thing I wanted to share with you is that this is what I use to scratch out all my ideas. I just had to put pencil to paper and just jump in, take messy action. That's what we're doing, messy action. This is a file that's in our bod group, Project U, under the files tab. Okay, so look for that. I'm so excited for you. You're going to be fine. You've got this, you guys.